Hey friend, welcome back. Leann here. I have some really exciting news today. I have been stripped of my certifications from the International Human Design School and BG5 Business Institute. And you might be going, why are you so excited? I am so excited because now my creativity can be completely unleashed without a quote unquote governing body telling me how I can and cannot operate my business. So this is going to benefit you. If you take a look at my YouTube channel, you will notice that for the next few months, I am drip feeding everything that I had provided to my groups in my group coaching calls. Why am I doing this? Here's why I'm doing this. Is because I want you to understand the mechanics, to know the mechanics, to have touched it, to understand the information, so that when you work with me in my coaching container, we are immediately going to a space where we're going into the animation, the electromagnetic, the energy behind the mechanics, because that's really where the magic lies. And when I'm in a session with a client and the conditioned mind is going, well, what does this mean? How do I do this? What does this mean? The productivity in those sessions is not as high quality as when a client comes to me, they've already studied their design, and they come to me and we dive deep into the unconscious patterns, all of the subconscious things that are happening that hold you back from actually recognizing the mechanics of your design, because your design is working. It doesn't matter whether or not you know anything about human design, because I will tell you, I study many people. I watch them, I pull up their designs and I watch them. And when a human being has deconditioned, when they have let go of all of the conditioning, their designs are literally speaking right off the page. They're animating that design is animated through them, and it is a beautiful process. It is only when the conditioned mind begins to hold us back, it begins to put layers and layers and layers of weighted blankets on top of the design, and then we can't animate. So that's kind of how I felt through the organizations of the International Human Design School, BG5 Business Institute, Jovian Archive. Now, as of right now, they haven't stripped me of my license to use their Jovian Archive software, which I appreciate. However, I'll be taken off their websites. So I'm going to just give you a real world example of how unconscious patterns show up. So this was my experience. So more than one time, they have threatened to take away my certifications. More than one time, they have, and this is not blaming. This is not blaming at all. I signed the integrity agreement. More than one time when I've made suggestions or I went in for my teacher training, I was shut down from using my design. So they kept showing me their colors, and I'm okay with it. So real life example. So this was a couple weeks ago this happened. My husband and I were out on the land. We are picking rocks. And I get an email, and the email indicates that as of today, you will be stripped of your certifications if, and there was a big long list of violations to their integrity agreement, which I'm okay. I have gate 50, corruption. That's what I'm designed to do. I'm designed to corrupt the systems. I have gate 39. I have gate 40, which is all about decapitation. So this is all in my design. I'm designed to poke these organizations, poke people and provoke them and get them to look deeper, to corrupt what they believe is their solid foundation. So if you notice on my channel, there's lots of times where I'm trying to allude to something, but because of the constraints put on me, I wasn't able to. Now, everything is absolutely open and available to you. Okay, now in saying that again, so when I get that email, here's what happens. I'm out picking rocks, and immediately I get this heat in the core of my being, and I am cold cognition. So I am it's designed to be a cool process. I get this heat inside of me. I get dry mouth right away, and I started to sweat. So I just sat in that because now I'm fully aware of this unconscious pattern. I'm fully aware of it. Okay. So what is this? And immediately what I heard was fear of authority. Gate 18, fear of authority. It's part of my design. So it's here sitting in the spleen, as well as the 50, which is all about corruption. It's sitting in the spleen. Okay. So I just allow for the 90 seconds. And remember, I talked to you guys about the 90-second rule for your nervous system and how to allow for those unconscious patterns, those emotions, all of that to flow through the nervous system and allow for the regulation. So there was no, like immediately I could have, and I have in the past, this is why it's an unconscious pattern, is, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll fix everything, blah, 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 blah. I could have people pleased. However, being aware of what was taking place in my physicality, what happened was I was able to stop, let it flow through, ask the question, what is this? Get the answer, fear of authority, and go, okay, now I can let that unconscious pattern move through me and integrate into my system. I can totally understand it. So when I get those sensations, I will understand at a deeper level. Oh, this is an authority and it's trying to threaten my survival. Okay. So I do not need to bend to their rules. That's what the 50 is telling me. So I take a breath. My husband and I finish up the picking rocks. And I come back into the house and I set up my computer and I graciously said, I am totally okay with you removing me from the websites, International Human Design School and Jovi, and I'm totally okay with it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I will tell you that over the last 10 years, 11 years in this process, I knew that I knew because I was pulled there. At the very beginning, I was introduced to human design through a few different avenues, but as soon as Ra's material bumped into me, I knew that I needed his transmission. I needed his information. I met some really awesome people, and I also met some really excellent teachers. So the experience of it was excellent, okay? And what I know now is they can't take away my skills. They can take away all the certifications that they want. I'm okay with that. But they cannot take away my skills. I am super, super skillful when it comes to this system and it comes to coaching, okay? So I am sharing this with you today for a couple reasons. You are going to get a massive amount of material downloaded through YouTube. I am requesting that you please share this with whomever it needs to be shared with. Go in, whatever, if you're in Reddit and you want to put it into Reddit groups, Facebook groups, on Telegram groups, all of that. Share this information so that people worldwide can get the mechanics. Now, here's what else I'm going to tell you. The mechanics are just one step. The mechanics are just one step. It's just like a car. Right? If you have a car, it's all the mechanics. It's actually the energy and the fuel behind that vehicle that allows it to navigate on this plane. Otherwise, it's just a car just sitting there. And the mechanical piece is something you will all have, but it's the energetic piece that I really, really, really want to play in that arena with you, so that all the mechanical pieces, you get to know them and you can lean into that. And then it's the animation behind that mechanic. I cannot wait to work with you in that. So again, I request, please like, share, subscribe, put all of these videos everywhere that you can, so that everybody can get the mechanical piece of this. So no longer is how does this work? What is this? So that when you're working with me as a coach, or you're working with a coach, whomever you choose, whomever's correct for you, whomever's on your fractal line, that you guys get to go deep into the unconscious blocks, go deep into the subconscious, because the mind is our beautiful pathway to the awareness field, to the consciousness, so that you can create and co-create with the energy that is available to you. Okay? So have fun with that. I know I am, because now the golden handcuffs have been removed and I am completely unleashed and ready to rock and roll in the next 30 years of this business, and really help clients and help you and help whomever is here to absolutely have a magical life. Thank you very much, friends, and we will chat hopefully really soon.